Hi, I'm Connie Jacob from Certified Flourishing Coach. Thanks for tuning in to our YouTube channel where we love to discuss flourishing, you flourishing in your life and in your business. I want to talk to you a little bit about what it looks like to not blame your kids. What I mean by that is when we're working on our business, when we're working on our life, sometimes our kids face adversity. Sometimes they face troubles. Sometimes they're just in that stage where they are pretty high maintenance and we can think, I'm trying to get on with my life. I'm trying to move into my dreams. What am I going to do with this child? We can blame our kids for not moving forward. You know, I'm a mom. I have two boys. I have a 16-year-old and a 12-year-old. And I have to say that being their mom and having big dreams has been one of the greatest gifts of my life. Because they've taught me a beautiful thing. They've taught me constraint. I can't do everything because I have these boys. But you know what's interesting? I want to encourage you just for a moment that just because you have kids doesn't mean you can't do the things that are in your heart. It just means you have to be a little bit more strategic about it. When I had my second son, I was able to produce, since he was born, he's 12 years old now, I've produced 6 theater shows since he was born. This is my second child. I'm writing my 4th book right now. This is something that's possible, but I had to learn a couple of keys to be able to do this. Before I give you these keys, I want to encourage you to go to FromFailureToFlourishing.com because we have a free online course. This is going to be an incredible resource for you. If you have vision, if you have goals, if you have things that you want to accomplish in your life, you need this course because this course is going to download even more of what I'm going to give you right now. And if you like what you're hearing, make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button because we have so much goodness to share with you on how you can be flourishing in your life and business. Okay, are you ready? When it comes to reaching your dreams and being a mom or a dad, what it takes is chiseling away at your dreams. Chiseling away. My first book, I wrote in blog posts over a whole year. It was chiseled away. You know, you might have a dream of writing a book, and the idea of writing a book with a toddler, that sounds crazy, doesn't it? But what I did was I just wrote one blog post a day, 500 words a day. Just wrote it, posted it, saw what identified with my audience, and by the end of the year, turned it into a book. It wasn't actually that hard, but the chiseling away at it. My 3rd book, I took 4 years to write that book. And what were they? They were Facebook posts. Facebook posts where I would just post a paragraph and then get feedback. So when it comes to your dreams, no matter what stage your kids are in, you can chisel away at your dreams. Now, the next key I want to give you is to pay attention to your season. There are seasons when our kids need us more. You know, my oldest son, he has autism and he has struggled with his mental health his entire life. There's been seasons where I've had to put my dreams on hold. I've had to stop working as much as I was. I've had to not write. I've had to say no to speaking gigs. It's just the way it is. Some people consider that a setback, but I consider that a setup. Because when it comes to my family, when it comes to raising my kids, I consider that one of the greatest roles of my life. And you know, now that my son is 16, I'm realizing that this is really short. And he already has decided that, you know, he's good, Mom, I don't need you around me all the time. This is going to end. And I realize that the seasons of our life where our kids need us the most, there are times when we need to pay attention to that. Because if we can learn how to achieve our dreams, but also put first things first, I promise you, your dreams are going to happen. You know, I've had dreams of speaking, and when I've had to say no to speaking engagements, just because of my kids, I'll tell you something. I've said yes to other speaking engagements that people have died for. I've had a chance to meet Tony Robbins because of my speaking. Now, I didn't get there from not paying attention to the seasons of my life where I've had to say no to less worthy things so I can say yes to things that I really care about, and my family is first. Next, I want to just remind you that if your dreams take away from your family, I would love for you to really think about that dream. Because family, it needs to come first. Because here's the thing, a lot of people say that, but when you're a public figure, when you're out there on social media and people are following you, even if you have one follower, you are an influencer. And if your family suffers, I don't know about you, but I want to follow the kind of leader that puts their family at the front. Because when their family is at the front, it means that they live what they say. And for you, there's so much that our kids teach us about life. There's so much that our kids teach us about showing up with integrity. There's so much that our kids teach us about what's really important in life. I want you to think, at the end of your life, what really matters to you. Does your dreams, your goals, I promise you, you're going to reach them. But your kids, they're with you forever. Now, don't blame them when it comes time for your success if you didn't reach the goal that you wanted to, because that's just not helpful. But how are they helping you examine your season, what's really important to you? I promise you, you're going to reach your goal. You're going to reach your goal because I've reached my goal, and I have a special needs child, but I've always put him first, and I've never lacked. I've never lacked opportunity. That could be the same for you. I want you to visit FromFailureToFlourishing.com because there's more for you on this free online course that we're offering you because we want you to succeed. If you're a mom, if you're a dad, your dreams matter.